be? Are you trying to get some clarity as to what school, what program you're going to go to? Trust me, I know, I've been there. So in this video, I am going to talk to you about how I decided what type of nurse practitioner I was going to be when I decided to go back to get my nurse practitioner. If you're interested, stay tuned. Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Dr. Jamesia Capri, the nurse practitioner extraordinaire. And if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, you're already subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for coming back and listening to my content. On this channel, what I try to do is to help nurse practitioners decide where they're going, what direction they're going into, also to help you with any health tips that you may want to try at home to take control of your own health and your own life. Today, I'm going to discuss how I decided to become the nurse practitioner that I decided to become. So when I first decided to go back to school, I was a registered nurse in cardiac. And being in cardiac, you know that it's really high paced, it's really, really exciting, and you learn a lot, you do a lot more than other nurse practitioners. So I knew that I wanted something really high paced, high profile as a nurse practitioner. So when I first started to recognize nurse practitioners and see nurse practitioners, this one nurse practitioner really stood out to me, and her name was Kathy. She was a cardiac nurse. Again, I was a registered nurse on the cardiac floor. And her name was Kathy, and Kathy always came to the floor, and she was very, very confident. She had autonomy. She would see the patients on her own. And so I knew that, okay, I really like the way that she moves and the way that her spirit and her personality is. So I decided I was going to be an acute care nurse practitioner. Well, really at the time I was going to do cardiac because that's really what I saw and that's what I wanted to do. So as time went on, I noticed that Kathy was always at work. She was always there, and you know, even though I knew I wanted something really like fast-paced and high level and skillful, I didn't always want to be at work. So I began to start thinking, okay, maybe I have to start digging to find out really what type of nurse I want to be. So if you're thinking about this and you are not sure what you want to do, I really need you to decide, how do you want your life to look as a nurse practitioner? Start to envision, do you want to be inpatient? Do you want to be at the hospital? Do you want to make rounds? They're gonna call on you to be on call. Do you want on call? That type of thing. So I knew that I really didn't want to be on call. I wanted more time with my family, and I just started looking into outpatient. What type of acute care outpatient could I be? So I started looking into that, and again, I was like, I don't know if I want to be on call. So guys, I decided on being a family nurse practitioner. Another thing that I love women's health. And for those of you who know me, you know that I love women's health. I did not choose women's health because I knew that I needed more flexibility. I needed more of a variety. So for me, women's health, going just for women's health nurse practitioner, I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to just take care of women. So that's another thing that you want to think about. If you know that all you want to do is take care of women, you don't want pediatrics, you don't want adults, you don't want men, then women's health is perfect for you. The other thing that I thought I was going to do was pediatrics. I just knew that because of the way I am with my kids, that I love kids, and my nieces, my nephews, I really do love kids. But being a pediatric nurse practitioner is not about the child as much as it is about the mom, the dad, the grandparents. Let me tell you guys, I am not here for that. That didn't work for me. If I could just see the child and take care of the child, then maybe. But I know that parents are going to do what they want to do. Parents are not going to take your advice. They're going to get in your grill. They're going to be all over you about their child and what they think is happening and what you should have did and what they should have did and all this. No. No, that wasn't for me. So, but if that's for you and you don't mind all that and you don't mind the teaching and the health promotion, disease prevention and the schedule and all of that, then that's perfect for you. Do that. That would be perfect. For me, no. So another thing, the reason why I didn't end up doing acute care was pretty much, to be honest with you, if the schedule was better, then I would have done that. But I knew that working nights, when I was going through school, I was a house float. I worked nights. I would get kind of attached to my patients, and I would show up the next day and they'd be gone. And I kind of grieved every time. So I began to figure out, okay, no, I want to be with my patients from the beginning to the end and actually see them grow and follow up with them and build some type of rapport with them. And so that's why I decided on family nurse practitioner. So I just tell you, you have to get clear on what you like and what you need as far as what you see yourself in the end as a family nurse practitioner or as a nurse practitioner. Sorry, I was kind of like a little, you should be family nurse practitioner too, like me, if you want. But anyway, no, you just get clear on what you want to do. And you have to know that through knowing yourself. So definitely make sure you question yourself and know that in the end, when it's all said and done, you're going to love being that psych nurse practitioner. For me, psych, I am not 100% sold on it. I do believe I may go back and get that certification just because I teach and I know that I'm going to have to teach psych at some point. But for that to be my love, my bread and butter, no, because I know that I take on people's stuff. I feel people's pain. I feel people's moods. And to have to take that on for me every day, I would begin to hate my job. But if that is not you and you know that you love helping people who are having mental health issues, then psych nurse practitioner is for you. So be sure that you're clear on what you want to do and what you love doing. Nurse anesthesiology, again, another great field. And I knew that I was going to do nurse anesthesiology. I know you guys are probably like, oh girl, you were going to do everything. Well, at first I was. At first in my mind, I thought I would. And I knew I wanted to be a nurse anesthetist because nurse anesthetists make tons of money. And sometimes, I'm gonna be honest, I am motivated by that. I'm motivated by how much money I can make. And I know that about myself. But I knew enough about myself to know that that wasn't enough, that I needed more. And knowing that up front, I didn't waste my time going to nurse anesthetist school. So again, if you don't get anything else out of this video, the first thing you need to do is get clear on what you want, what population you want to work with, what schedule you want to work, and how often you want to see your patients. Once you can get that clear, then guys, I think you're on your way to figuring out what type of nurse practitioner that you want to be. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please just leave me some comments in the comment section as to how you got clarity on what type of nurse practitioner that you wanted to be. And if you like this video, if you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.